What's up guys, Boss here, and in today's video we're going to be using what in my opinion might be the most broken deck in this meta. As you guys know, Royal Hogs are probably the most broken win condition in the game right now. I mean, their 6% damage buff have just made them so strong. Before you could ignore split Royal Hogs, you can't even really do that anymore. I mean, they'll take out almost half of your tower. Royal Hogs by themselves, if they're all in the same lane, will take out your whole tower if left ignored. And this was one of the most popular Royal Hog decks a few months ago. And Drill Cycle got nerfed, which was one of the hardest counter to Royal Hogs and just pretty much recruit decks too. So this is why this deck is going to be super strong in this meta. So obviously you got a Fireball bait aspect to the deck, the Flying Machine, the Zappies, which can be fireballed, so that way you can abuse the Royal Hogs. The Fireballs out of cycle. Goblin Cage, best building in the game right now because the Tesla got nerfed. It was the second best building when the Tesla was super broken, but now I think Goblin Cage might be the very best building in the game right now. So before we head into the first match, if you guys would like to support me, you can use my credit code BOSS in any Supercell game. Really do appreciate all the support, does mean a lot. So I climbed up quite a bit from last video. You guys can see I'm already at 7,000 plus trophies, the trophy inflation, so people get 7,000 so early now. We'll try to push up even more though, and I'll see you guys when we find the first match. Alright guys, in a game here against Mimster. So let's see what our starting hand's looking like. We got Cage, Zappies, and Royal Hogs, so we'll go ahead and give him good luck. He's going to go for Ice Spirit. We can just go for a Goblin Cage here. And he's going to go for a Lug. So okay, so Log Bait for sure. We already know that's what it has to be. If he has the, the Goblin Barrel, the Ice Spirit, and he already used Log. He's crying. I think he's doing that because he knows this is a pretty good matchup for me, since it's pretty hard for him to deal with the Flying Machines because Rocket is his spell most likely. Also, we have the Royal Hogs, which in this case, like if he's using Inferno is not good against the Royal Hogs at all. And the Royal Hogs got buffed, keep that in mind too. So yeah, this is just definitely a tough matchup for him, but we'll see, yeah, if he can like somehow win, but it's very good for us. So we'll go Royal Hogs, and then we can get, let's see, a nice Fireball here on top of the oh, I missed the Princess. I don't know how that happens. I wonder if the Royal Hogs actually pushed it, because that's not usually something that I end up missing. Anyway, we don't miss the Bar Barrel though, that's good, and Zappies on top of that Princess there. Okay, so yeah, he's not going to capitalize off of the mistake too much, and he used a Log there too, so no Log in cycle, so it could be a good time to use Recruits. That was actually a really good Princess though, knowing that I'd have to commit at least 4 Elixir on top of it, so that was a really good play. He's going to go for a Knight though. Let's see. I'm just going to defend this with an Electro Spirit to save as much Elixir as I can. And then we're just going to go for a Cage here to cycle because I don't have the Bar Barrel in cycle, but because I was able to get back to it, we're fine. And now that we're going into double Elixir, I think things will get even easier for us, as long as I don't do any more silly mistakes, such as like missing a, Fireball on top of his Princess. So we'll just go for Recruits here. He's going to go for a Goblin Gang. So I guess we can just go Zappies here like this, and then we'll go for a Fireball on the Princess, this time making sure we don't miss it. And then we can go for an Electro Spirit here. I'm not going to commit anything else. I think it will mitigate most of the damage just because the Electro Spirit leaves it all one shot. The Flying Machine is going to lock on the tower here. I guess we can just go for a Goblin Cage. And we have Bar Barrel on cycle that's a little bit off to the side, and we identify that, so that's good. We'll just go for a Fireball here on top of the Princess. And this game is actually pretty close, but we should be able to pull ahead here, hopefully. I'm going to go for Royal Hogs. I'm going to go for a Flying Machine, and we should be able to get some good chip damage here. Looks like he does Rocket, so that's actually good because that's a negative trade. And the Princess ends up getting taken out. That's really, really bad for him. You even see he goes in for an Angry Face because that was not what he wanted right there. I'm probably going to go for Recruits this time around in front of the Goblin Cage, so this way we actually can tank for the Brawler and just apply a lot of immediate pressure. I also haven't done that yet this game, so it's probably not what he expected me to do, which is going to allow us to get some good damage here, and also it's going to put him pretty low on Elixir, because he had to go for a Knight there last second, and now he's not going to be able to punish us. So Flying Machine here, and this is looking great for us. Yeah, you can see I'm up. I think he played that normally. Yeah, he did play that normally. So as long as we don't fall for the jukes on the gun barrels and he doesn't get any chip damage, I think, fingers crossed, we'll most likely be fine. I'm going to go Zappies here. We'll Fireball the Princess, get that damage. And then we need to cycle back to another bar barrel here. We are able to get it, though, so that's really good. We'll just go for a Flying Machine like this. And then I think I might actually go Royal Hogs to pressure. The only problem is we don't have the bar barrel and cycle, so we got to watch out for that. For the gun barrel, I mean. So let's do this. Okay, bad Princess at the bridge on his end. And it doesn't splash the tower either. He's probably trying to cycle back to another... Oh, I just realized that we got his right tower really low. I don't know what exactly locked on it, but we got it really low. Okay, nice. So this is... Oh my gosh, we're able to get the win, barely. Okay, that was close. Honestly though, not as good of a matchup for me as I anticipated, probably because he had the tornado instead of a building, which allowed him to get more value, because if he had the Inferno or Tesla, that would have been significantly easier. You saw there his tornado actually got some good value in some situations, and I did make one mistake at the beginning, which probably helped him a little bit, missing that fireball, but we were still able to get the win. Very, very close game, though. I felt like we both played that pretty well. We also got to 7,100. We're in the top 300 right now. Let's keep going, see if we could even make it into the top 200 this video. That would be a good goal, and I'll see you guys when we find the second match. All right, guys, we found a game here against Low Storm. So we have Goblin Cage in our starting hand, which is quite a good starting play. We can wait just a couple seconds, though, see if this guy wants to make a move. And because he's not going to, let's just go for... Oh, he goes Bandit. So we'll go Goblin Cage. Bandit could be a lot of different things, but usually it's associated with Bridge Spam decks. And he's going to have Ghost. Ooh, if this is Pekka Bridge Spam, this is a really, really easy matchup, especially if he's using Poison instead of Fireball. Okay, he does have the Fireball, though, so he's going to obviously have more of a chance. But it's still probably going to be quite a good matchup for us. We can go Royal Hogs here to pressure because his Fireball's out of rotation. His Ghost is also out of cycle. He actually has to play a Pekka on top of that. That is a very, very bad trade because look at how much damage we're going to get. And then we can go Zappies here, and then we can go for Recruits once that Pekka works its way on over. And then we can make sure to play the Recruits high so we can tank for that one Zappy. The two Recruits, I mean. Oh, no, it doesn't tank for them. So what I wanted to happen didn't even happen. Rip. Alright, nice. Bandit's not even going to get damage. And, yeah, guys, this is a very, very easy matchup. If I play this well, there should be no way this guy wins this, especially after Hogs got buffed. If he had Poison, this would be like a complete hard counter, and he'd have no chance at all. But because he does have Fireball, he does have a slim chance of winning, but you should be winning this matchup like 80% of the time. I mean, you got Fireball for the Magic Archer. Recruits are like the best possible counter to Pekka and all these like ground cards like Bandit. We could go for a Hogs here to force Elixir out of him, and he's going to go Pekka, so we could actually go Cage on this and then just wait to play our Recruits. We could go Zappies low here and then go for Recruits once that Pekka gets a little bit closer. I can actually cycle my Flying Machine first. It doesn't even matter what, just as long as we get the Recruits down before the Pekka is all the way over there. He didn't hit the Zappy with the Fireball, so now look at where oh, first we're going to Fireball the Magic Archer, and then we're going to go for Split Royal Hogs here, because he's just not going to be able to stop this without taking a little bit of damage in both lanes. Or maybe one lane he'll take a lot and the other not as much. But yeah, you can see both lanes we're getting a ton of damage. The Split Royal Hogs putting in work are just so strong now. So we can split our Zappies here. We can do just an Electric Spirit like this. Honestly, it doesn't even matter what we do. We're probably going to win anyway. We'll go for a Flying Machine in the pocket here. He's going to go Magic Archer, which the Flying Machine locks on top of and hits it a couple times. Yeah, look at the recruits that get on the tower. And yeah, this is just pretty much impossible for him. We're going to go for Barbarial here to take this out. We're going to go for Zappies in the back. And we're just slowly overwhelming him. I mean, that's really all that's happening right now. We can Royal Hogs. This is going to force a Fireball out of him. Or a Ghost, which is still a lot of Elixir, and we're going to get a ton of damage. So this is his last chance here. If he doesn't take our tower in this push, then he loses the game 100%. All we need to do is just go for a high Goblin Cage here and distract this Ram. Magic Archer's not even shipping the tower, and oh my goodness, nothing is going his way this game. And it's such a brutal matchup too. So with those two things combined, he's got absolutely no chance. And that's going to be game. Hogs gets him chip. And yeah, it's really easy. So if Pekka Poison becomes meta after the Poison buff, this deck is going to be your friend. They have absolutely no chance against it. And that will put us 224th in the world. So potentially one more game here will put us in the top 200. We'll see if we can get it. Let's get into the next one. Alright guys, we found our next game here against Mogan Kwan. So he's just going to Electro Spirit. Okay, let's cage. And you just use logs, so this could be a good opportunity for us to use our recruits. Mother Witch. Alright, let's just Fireball that, I guess. Mega Minion. Alright, there's a good chance that this is RG, since he has Mother Witch, Log, Mega Minion. RG is still pretty good, even after the nerfs that the Mother Witch got. So we're just going to go Royal Hogs here. And then I'm going to Electro Spirit to try to prevent this Fisherman from pulling the Zappies. And as you can see, the Fisherman's just going to get stunned now. We're going to cage this, I guess. And he's going to RG into it. So let's go Zappies like this. We take that out, nice. And the RG will get some damage, but I guess that's not that bad. And we can actually Royal Hogs now, and he used his Log too, so we can even go for an Electro Spirit. And he didn't go for a Fireball. I guess he couldn't, maybe because everything was spread out, but he's going to take a lot of damage. I'm pretty sure this deck does quite good against RG, especially after the Hogs buff, the RG nerf, and the Mother Witch nerf. This is probably really good for Recruits Hogs. And also, I could be wrong, but if he's using the deck I was using last season, he has Lightning. And let me tell you, Lightning gets no value against this deck. Because it does horrible against Zappies. It doesn't do very good against Royal Hogs or Flying Machine, unless you're hitting the Flying Machine in the cage. But overall, this is so good for me if he has Lightning, which I think he has. I was thinking of Fireballing, but I don't know if I have to. I'm just going to go Royal Hogs here. Mega Minion just gets taken out. We can go for Zappies here, and yeah, we won. Unless we somehow throw in the last second here. But with him having Lightning, this matchup is just impossible for him. It's like the same as the Pekka matchup. It's pretty much impossible. Unless I do something ridiculously wrong. But this deck right here could be the reason why RG sucks in this meta. If this deck becomes popular again. Let me tell you, you got no chance when you're using RG Lightning. Alright, let's go to the next one. I did lose the game before this one, so we aren't in the top 200 yet, unfortunately. But if I lose from here on out, I'll show it. And we're getting really close to Executioner emote, which I think is really good BM. Personally, I think it's a good emote. Alright, here we go. Alright, guys. In our next match here, Marino. I don't know how to pronounce the name. Alright, we can go defensive Royal Hogs like this to distract the Mortar. Excuse me. And we'll just bar barrel. If the mortar gets a shot, that's fine. Uh-oh, you got the king activated. I'm gonna zappies. He might be using graveyard. I don't know. He might have graveyard, though. We'll just cage here, I guess. It's either Royal Hogs or graveyard. It's gotta be one or the other. I'm actually gonna go Royal Hogs here. I know they're just gonna go for the mortar, but it's gonna tank for the flying machine. So it forces an additional response out of him. And let's just go zappies here to defend this musketeer. Arrows, eh? One of the... Don't know if I should have let that get all the damage it got. I guess that's alright. This is looking like it's going to be a pretty tough matchup, though, because... I don't know. Mortar is pretty good against recruit decks overall because of the defensive mortar. Oh, no. And he's got Fireball, too. Oh, dear. Yeah, that's not a good sign. Fireball, Arrows, Mortar. I feel like all those cards are pretty good against recruits overall. I mean, we gotta hope that he's using Hogs and not Graveyard, because if he's got Graveyard, man, this is going to be so difficult. He didn't defensive Mortar, though. I guess we'll try to take advantage of that by going high recruits, tanking for our Brawler, and maybe try to Fireball this Musk forward. Ah, it doesn't die. I think we lost. He's going to go... wait. That was actually really good. Ah, yeah. This is a hard counter. GG. We lost. Nothing we can do here. Graveyard is not what I wanted to see. I was hoping he had Hogs. Ah, rip. Yeah. Hard counter. I knew if he had Graveyard, we were going to lose. He also had Mortar. He had Fireball. He had Arrows. Pretty much his whole deck really good against mine. I don't know if there was much we could have done there, but anyway, we'll play one or two more games, and we'll see if we still have a chance of making it into the top 200. All right, guys, found a game here against K2. All right, we'll just select Spirit, and then we'll cage immediately after. Bowler. Uh-oh. Bowler's pretty good against Royal Hogs. Luckily, we can play them opposite lane, though. Bowler's also really good against recruits. Okay, King gets activated. Alright, I'm thinking Zappies here, and then maybe we Flying Machine the Bowler. Okay, that's really, really annoying. He's using Balloon. I think this matchup is a little difficult, but can still win. Okay, high Zappies. He can't freeze every single Zappy in the tower. He might be able to freeze the bottom two, but he can't freeze the top one. Okay, nice. So no hits from the balloon, and we actually have the lead, but he's got the king activated. All right, this is it's an interesting situation. I mean, I don't know. I just think defending his balloon pushes and double elixir is going to be really, really challenging. I'm going to Hogs all in this lane because he's probably going to bowler, but we'll still get a little bit of damage. I didn't want to play them in the... like, split them because... I don't know, we already dealt more damage to the right lane anyway. Wait, let's do this. Bar barrel, I guess. Okay. I'm just gonna Zappies. Playing them a little late, but I didn't know if he was going to balloon or not, so I kind of had to. This time we'll split the hogs. Because we had the zappies down. Okay, we take the lead again. Nice pull there. That was a pretty aggressive freeze. Do we need a fireball, though? I don't think so. So glad I didn't need a fireball that, because if I fireballed that, I would have been put at a huge elixir deficit. He just bowlered in the back. So look at the hogs. They got so much damage. We can actually play our first recruits of the game because we're up so much elixir after he overcommit there. I'm gonna zappies here. Play 2 in the weaker lane. Flying machine. You need to get a barbell down here, I think. It's gonna go hogs. Ooh, he had to use his freeze on defense. Oh, and look at the flying machine. The flying machine. Alright, let's go. Hogs, because he has the left lane he's got to account for. Hogs coming in. Oh, Lumberjack, that's not going to do enough. That's not... Let's go. We got it. And that was, I would say, kind of a tough, a little bit of a tough matchup too, I would say, in my opinion. But managed to get the win. Alright, I guess, I don't know. I guess we'll end off of that one. How many games did I play? 5, I think. I think 5 games. That's good. Maybe one less game than my normal videos, but I have to start streaming and tomorrow get ready for CRL, so I don't want to be recording for too long. And yeah, let me know what deck you guys want me to try out for my next video. I'm open to testing out a lot of different decks. I was thinking maybe playing this deck right here because, of course, Bomb Tower got buffed, Poison Snowball, Graveyard Poison is probably back. Also, I could potentially use this variant here. You see with the, you know, Ice Wiz, the Splasher variant, but we'll see. But anyways, make sure to like the video if you guys did end up enjoying it. Royal Hogs are so broken. Maybe they'll get emergency nerfed. I don't know. I kind of doubt it, but they are overly strong in my opinion. Anyways, oh, and also subscribe. And thanks again. Until next time, guys.